children, welcome back to the class. Now students, let us start the class. Today we are going to discuss the fourth fundamental operation of mathematics in terms of money. And today we are going to discuss division of money. How we can divide the terms which is given in the form of money. So very first, the question could be of this type in which straight away the questions are given to you. Like first question you have to divide, and the first part says divide rupees 738.60 paise by 6, and we have to divide it by using the long division method. So let us divide this term here. So if I will be dividing it 738 rupees and 60 paise by 6. So using the method of long division, 6 1 times is 6. Subtracting here you will get 1. The 3 will come down. 6 2 times is 12. Subtracting here you will get 1. 8 will come down. 6 3 times is 18. Subtracting here, both the terms cancel out. Now it is decimal. This is point. So the point you have to shift here in the quotient and bring down the next digit. And the next digit is 6. 1 times is 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Let's bring down the next digit, which is a 0. So dividing 0 by 6, 0 times is 0. Complete? Our division is complete because remainder comes out as 0. So what is our final answer? The final answer, quotient Q is equals to rupees 123.10. That means 123 rupees and 10 paise. Okay children, so this is how you can divide the terms which are given in the form of money, similar way as you were doing with the whole numbers, natural numbers, by using the method of long division. Understood children? Let us take one more example. Here you have to divide rupees 198.27 paise with 9. So let us divide it here. 198.27 divided by 9. So dividing here, 9 2 times is 18. What you get is 1. Bring down the next digit, which is 8. 9 2 times is 18. 18 minus 18, 0. Now we have a decimal here. So this decimal will go in the quotient, and let's bring down the next digit. What is it? 2. Can we divide 2 by 9? No. So in that case, I will be using 0. 9, 0 times is 0. So you will get 2 here. After that, let's bring down the next digit. 7. 9, 3 times is 27. So our remainder is 0. That means our division is complete. So it's time to write its answer. Our answer is quotient Q is equals to rupees 22 and 3 paise. This is your final answer after dividing 198 rupees 27 paise by 9. Clear children? Now after discussing these type of division questions in terms of money, we have some questions related to word problems also. Word problems in the terms of division. So reading this second question here, divide rupees 95.50 paise into 5 equal parts. So how much amount is given to us? The total money given to us is 95 rupees and 50 paise, and we have to divide this amount into 5 equal parts. So what you have to find is the how much is each part equal to. So the how much money will be there in each of its part. So starting with solution, and let's make the statement very first. So making the statement here, what is the total money? So the total money is rupees 95 and 50 paise. Among how many parts we have to divide? So the number of parts, number of equal parts, and how many parts are there? We have to divide them into 5 equal parts. So let us divide. So for finding each part is equals to, that is rupees 95.50 divided by 5. So let us divide it here by using the long division method. 95.50 divided by 5. 5 1 time is 5. Subtracting here, 9 minus 5 is 4. Bring down the next 5 here. 9 times is 45. Subtracting here, you will get 0. Now we have a decimal. Decimal will go in the quotient. Let's bring down the next digit, and the next digit is 5. 5 1 times is 5. We are left with one last digit, which is 0. So 5 0 times is 0. Complete? Division is complete because remainder is 0. So what is our final answer? Our final answer, when we have divided 95 rupees 50 paise into 5 equal parts, will be rupees 90 10 paise. So this is the amount in each equal part. 19 rupees 10 paise. Clear, children? Let's take one more question. Question number 3. So in this third question, it has been given that total I have purchased 6 spoons and the cost of all the 6 spoons is rupees 30 and 12 paise. What we have to find is the price of 1 spoon. What is the cost of 1 spoon here? So let us make the statements one by one. What is the number of spoons? The number of spoons purchased is 6. Then what is the total cost of 6 spoons? So total cost of 6 spoons is rupees 30 and 12 paise. What we have to find is the cost of 1 spoon. So cost of 1 spoon is equals to rupees 30.12 divided by 6. Now let us divide this by using the long division method. So 30.12 divided by 6. 6 5 times is 30. Subtracting here, 30 minus 30 is 0. Now we have this point. So this point will move to the quotient part. Bring down the next digit, which is 1. Now since we cannot divide 1 by 6, so I will be taking it 0 times. So 6 0 times is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Bring down the next digit, which is 2. 6 2 times is 12. Subtracting 12 by 12, we get 0. That means our division is complete and the remainder is 0. Time to write its answer. So the final answer for the cost of each spoon is 5 rupees and 2 paise. What is the cost of 1 spoon? 5 rupees and 2 paise. If the total cost was 30 rupees and 12 paise, for 6 spoons, the cost of 1 spoon is 5 rupees and 2 paise. Okay, children? So today we have discussed the division of money, in which we have learned how to do the long division method in terms of money, and also we have learned